Hello and welcome back to another episode of the UK Inspired Rail Network by me, DG UK. And today I thought we'd finish off some of this Hammersmith line, get Hammersmith itself in, and then I did notice that District Line and Piccadilly Line have a separate station slightly south to that. And I think maybe, just maybe, we might be able to squeeze a little bit of that in. But we'll take a look together and see how we get on. Have you noticed what I have done is I've added some buses to the Royal Oak station, so we've got some passengers coming out. I'm assuming coming out of Queen's Park, I believe. Let's just check the route of this bus, because I think I just extended the Queen's Park bus one. I extended that the bus route to that. So we've got buses coming out. So sort of from the, I guess what we're gonna say, from sort of this side of Queen's Park, we've got buses connecting in just to get some passengers on the services. Just to give a little bit of a connection before we, because we haven't got much rail in between there, and it seems to be quite a big space without any rail. I was kind of hoping this might fill down here a little bit more, but it hasn't yet. But it looks pretty good either way. Obviously, we've got lots of dead ends, lots of road ends that go nowhere right now. We've got a lot of sort of traffic. I'm hoping that the extension to the central line is taking up some of that. It still seems to be a lot of passengers using this station, which is good. I like to see people using it. I think on my underground trains as well, I think they could, because they have a higher capacity. I think my underground trains are something like 256 capacity, I think. That's a Bakerloo. Let's have a look. Managed vehicle. I think they are, 198. So they hold quite a lot of people. So until like the population sort of grows a fair bit, it's going to be a while till they get filled up. But it's quite cool. So what I was thinking is, I know that ideally Hammersmith line sort of bends and goes straight down here, but because I think I could squeeze in the district in here somewhere. Let me just have a quick look at my Google Maps. So let's have a look at this. So Kensington Olympia is kind of like here. Like, I think I put it here, but it's not here. And then, can we have a look at this line, please? Google, come on. There we go. Oh, no, we might. No, because it's at the south. That district line's at the south point of the circle line, which would be way off the map down here. So, we could get in Hammersmith here. We're not going to get in the district or the rest of the Victoria for that matter. I don't think we'd even, no. Forget it. We're not getting it. We're not getting it in. Why am I even, thinking? So, but what I was thinking is rather than, I think I said it in the last episode, rather than this come down and we run out of space very quickly, is I build this at this sort of angle. So we can have it nice and straight, because I do want to, it's quite a nice sort of little station, this. So I was thinking that I put it in the cutting, and there's some nice train sheds on this as well. I'm assuming there's like a train wash there, and quite a reasonably sized maintenance depot for a sort of terminus station. And there's a turn back on the right of Hammersmith station as well, which is quite cool. I've used Hammersmith station a fair bit in the past. Well, not for about 15 years, but I used to use it quite regularly. So my full-time job is a hairdresser. Well, not my full-time, I'm part-time at the most. Since COVID, I've been part-time. I am high risk, so I've sort of cut my hours down and enjoyed life, and decided to take up the YouTube route instead. So I'm part-time hairdresser. L'Oreal headquarters in Redkin is in Hammersmith, and I used to use the Hammersmith station quite a bit. So I used to just walk to Euston Square, jump on the Hammersmith and City line from Euston, and pop down to there for a lot of training courses, 3-day, 4-day ones, because they have they're like a salon upstairs in there. It's all posh and plush and looks very nice, very L'Oreal-y. So that's what I used to do a fair bit. So I have fond memories of Hammersmith Station and walking about Hammersmith. If I was there even though I'm only in Milton Keynes, if I was there for 3 days, sometimes I'd rather just stay in London. I'll stay in Hammersmith for a couple of days and then head back after I finish my hairdressing course. Anyway, back to trains. Enough of hair. So what I'm thinking is keeping this on this raised, because it is kind of raised all the way through here. Keeping it straight and then turning it and then raising the land maybe here, and then just running this, because it seems to transition. I can't see any sort of slopes. It seems to just, I think obviously the terrain changes naturally, transitions from bridge to land. So maybe about here we'll transition into land and just pop Hammersmith around about here. I know it's meant to be straight, like I said, but we're going to keep it at that angle. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. But rather than me babble on, I think we should just crack on and get this station done. Let's have a look, see what we've got going on here. Right, okay, so we need to... But first things first, I'm sorry some of you guys, you might... They're unemployed. Okay, cool. I don't know, unemployed. Lots of people are unemployed. I'm not really sure how they're unemployed, but they are. We obviously need to get some more people. These are all unemployed. Everybody's unemployed here. It's not very good, is it? Right, tracks. So we need to go third round. I'm going to use, for Hammersmith Station, I am going to use the freestyle station mod again. Just going to try and pop this up. Is this... Are we... Oh, is the land already raised? It is. Well, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so we're going to have to... So, what? No, just delete these houses. Just accept it. I'm always fearful when that says delete that. I'm always fearful that it's actually going to delete the town itself. Confirm destruction. Sorry, guys. I'm very sorry, but we need this land. And what I want to do is just lower this land a little bit. So we keep the bridge. Let's just drill this out. Right, that should be pretty decent there. So what we're going to do is this. Yes. Nice and straight. Stay on the level. Like so. And what I'll do is after off camera, or maybe today during it, is what I'll do is I'll just smooth this out. Right, now we need to go straight. That's nice. Is that going down? That looks like it's going down. Yeah, we need it on the level there. What is that? What is going on here? Is that enough room? Yeah, there's loads of room. So let's just cut this out a little bit here. It's nice and straight. Is that looks good. That looks good. I don't mind if it cuts into the land a little bit here. Simply because it will just create a nice indent for the station, to be honest. Right, now I need to have a good look at this. So I can bring these two tracks all the way along. And then they just go, yeah, okay. That's fine. So I can bring these. These will basically go all the way into the station. Around about there. And I'm going to use the freestyle station platform. Anyway, so we're going to use this as our base. That's nice. Like so. Nice bit of straight track. Oh, it's got a bit of a curvature to it, but that, you know, makes it look more natural, I guess. All right, what I want to do is a guide. Is how long my... I can't remember how long my trains are. So if we go... We go 200. That should be more than long enough. Just so I get a guide of how long I want my platforms to be. I'm going to delete this straight after. It really doesn't matter. There we go. And then we're going to era C. We want not Metro Link. I keep doing that. I'm currently messing about with another build. I've been practicing some different sort of techniques of building tracks, and sometimes I just like to go off game and make my own sort of, you know, my own custom version of what I would like London to see, and just rename the town something else. I sometimes post some screenshots. Oh, by the way, did anybody see my nice screenshot that I posted? Nobody's guessed it right yet. Nobody has guessed it right yet, which I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised with you guys. I thought somebody might have guessed the screenshot of the map that the height map that I uploaded. Right, so we've got three platforms. Oh, okay. Right, hold on. This one comes in. Okay, so yeah. So this comes out nice and straight a little bit. We'll have it a little bit of straightness on the level, please. Nice and straight. Keeping it straight. What? Did you just move? I swear I just see a cheeky move there. Like so. And then you can come... And you cross... Okay, all right, I feel you. So you just come into there, and I guess there's a switch a bit further down. Yeah, there is. You come into there. We're going to stretch this out to give ourselves a nice bit of space. Right. Okay, and then we have a turn back. Right, so let's add a piece of track here, then another piece of track here. So what I'm going to use a small, like a 5-meter platform piece for the turn back here. So we're going to put that about there, because the turn back kind of curves off. Kind of, is it deeper than the station itself? Only a little bit. Okay, so we need to shorten this piece a little bit. Come here, about here, and then turns off around about there. And then we can delete these. Like so. And then what does this do here? So, okay, so we have a piece. Right, so, okay. So this just goes beyond that switch. Nice and straight, please. Are you still on the level? You look lower. No, you're the same. We'll soon find out. You go beyond that. But then you come here. Actually, we can have that a bit further back because we got the turn back's kind of extended anyway. Like so. And then, wow, hold on. So you join into that. And then we have another one that sort of crosses. Oh, this is tight. Right, okay. So if we do this, we're not going to get all the sheds in here, I don't think. Go up further. We're nowhere near going to get all the sheds in, I don't think. Do I need to make this a bit wider? I need to make this wider. Okay, scrap that. You need to come out more to get all these in. Maybe about there. Round. Not so long. About there. Okay. Let's try that again. Delete this back. But you guys can stay there. You can go. Let me just check that's all the same. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to risk it because I know it will irritate me if the tracks aren't completely level. It will drive me insane. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this. That's better. And then that goes. Add that there. That goes, connects to that. And then this, we can delete these. And then this, from about there, can go into there. All right, and then what was I looking at? And then, oh, okay. And then we have that like that. And then this crosses. Is this good? Yes! You absolute beauty. That exactly does that. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. And then we have quite a few. So this first one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to get 5 in. No way, Jose. So what we are going to get is... All right, what do I need to place here? I need to place... Okay. So we are going to get, I reckon... we'll get... maybe 2 in. Need these to be high speed. Maybe 2. We won't get the full. We could have 2 here. We won't get 3 in because there's some further back. So this bends away a little bit and then goes here. So we'll sort that out in a second. So then we have, right, we can delete this and this. This needs to be connected to this. Then I want to... do these start... Okay, so these... And these are more modern. Oh my god, there's loads. I mean, I could fit more in this way. That's the one positive. So I could... 1, 2... Oh. 3. I mean, we're not going to have this many trains using them. That's the only thing. And then that can bend out to that. We can delete it, that, and that, and that, and that. And then we can have 1, 2. We'll add 3 maybe here then. 1. And then we need a little bit of track. I want that to step out. Touch though. I want that to... Why can't I get this straight? That's my head in. I want a straight bit of track. Come on. Okay, if you won't do that, then we'll do this. Oh, there's a bit of road in the way. Like so. We can delete that and delete that. Can we add... Do I want that there? No, I don't want one there. Do I want it here? And here. Can we build that? Why isn't that working? That should work. That should not be the same length, is it? Oh, it is. There, like so. Then these should just slot in. At the same length. Yes, it is. Okay. So whatever reason, these nose station platforms will not go alongside each other if they're identically parallel. So what we do is what I do is just I've done it in a toolbox video, because I just add a little bit of track. So the back ends are still generally the same length, just with a little bit of added track to them. Why is that doing that? That's amazing. All right, let's delete that. Track. The back ends are generally the same. But they are slightly different lengths. Okay, and then these guys just pile into that. Oh, that's not very good, is it? The sidings, obviously, the tracks aren't, the actual connections aren't entirely accurate there, but you get the idea. So yeah, there's Hammersmith trains come past. There's some train sheds that I'm going to plop on top of there. That's quite nice, actually. I quite like that. Actually, let's put the sheds on now. So in my assets, I think I've done a yeah. So with the no station platform, I showed you how I use these and how I use them. What were the 200 meters? Wasn't they my sheds? Should I do 240 for these? Would that look a bit nicer? Yeah, I think it would, because it'd cover up the catenary. I can't seem to be able to cover up. Obviously, they are... Actually, let's level this off. Obviously, they are not... They are wider, the asset itself, so they need to go every other track. That's why I spend a bit of time making sure my tracks are all level and side by side and even, because when we pop these in, my mouse is going a bit crazy there. And I should have put that there. And this is going to be... Is this going to be too long for this one? No, it's going to be just right. And then we'll have some shorter ones as well. So we can probably slide this one in Oh my God, what's going on? It's going wild. There. Look okay? Oh, we've got a bit of... I have to rewind that one back a little bit. Don't like that at all. I think we can delete these in segments. Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't look right. So we have to delete the whole thing. I guess I could have deleted it and replaced it with a shorter piece. So let's try and do this way round. Asset, so it'd be 200. And we want it just in position about there. And then we'll have to cover, we can cover up the back with an extra piece if we have to. And there. We'll have that one backed off a little bit there. And we might be able to just pop the ends off these. There we go. And I could always, I mean, what I could do with that piece is just go into the asset, do a little 40 meter. If it'll let me. I don't want to put it on top of that. So let's bring that track out. It's going to let me go straight. I don't know why I can't keep track straight. Look, it's got a curve in it. Snap. There we go. Snapped. There we go. And then I can go back into the asset and just add a little 40 meter piece there. There we go. And there we go. That's sort of our little service maintenance depots. I might put there's some little bits of wash and things. There's also two sort of exposed tracks here. I mean, do I add those? Because they can sort of come in. I guess I could put those alongside. Right, let's just even off this terrain a little bit. I can put those alongside this, I guess, a little bit here. I should have put the track in first, shouldn't I? Ouch. Okay, let's see if I can get away with this by putting this track alongside this and then deleting it in a minute. Yes, I probably could. Okay, and then... nice and straight, thank you all. And then add a little bit there. And I should be able to just delete this track. Lovely. Then we're going to back into this. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to... because what I can do... because this track's exposed, I can pop this alongside this. Delete that, and then when I put, for whatever reason, for reasons unknown, and sometimes it comes in really handy when I don't want catenary to show, if I put the third rail mod track next to this, it removes the catenary on the ROM next to it, and I find that quite funny. I don't know why, I just do. And then we'll just wrap this into here, and that one into there. There we go. So what I do is off camera, or I do it in a time lapse. I've still got a lot of work to do on this. You know, I've got a lot of detailing. So what I might do, well, the aim was for me to sort of detail this up a little bit, connect some roads, do a little bit of sort of prettiness, maybe extend this. And I'm toying with the idea of like pre-doing Old Oak Common here somewhere. I know it's not built yet, but it's well underway. And if I put that there, like I left a little dip here for Euston, maybe I'd toy with the idea of putting Old Oak Common. Maybe I'll do that in a time lapse. Just extend this and start the work, and maybe build. So I'll build the Old Oak Common sort of above ground bit, and then build the underground bit as well. I'm not sure where it actually is. I think it's somewhere here within the scale of what we've got. Anyway, let's get back to this. And for this, I'm going to put some retaining walls around this, etc. So what I'll do is today is I'm going to record this, and then either later on this evening, I'll bung some music on myself because I don't need to worry about game sounds and everything. I can record it, bung some music on, and I just get stuck in then into the old editing process. So anyway, so we got our freestyle platforms here. So I can delete this now, and we're just going to add the platform pieces. What do I need? This, then waypoints, and then I want to back this right off here, and then add the platform that I want you to connect to, and then at the other end. So basically this waypoint is going to control sort of how long you know, where your trains, the area you fit the trains in between, and that's just going to show, like, share the area that the platform detail is going to be. So what you can do is you can actually place, I'll show you. You can, so for example, you can place that there, but still have your platform detail here. So the train will stop in between, anywhere between these waypoint markers. But the platform will still be detailed all the way to the end, and it's going to say Shepherd's Bush transfer, because we haven't renamed it yet. Do I want it to be part of that one? Yes, so join. But what you'll end up with is you'll end up with your detailing still all the way, your platform in use still all the way to the end, even though it's disconnected the track there. What a weirdo. Why'd you do that for? Why did you do that? But you can just re-add that, doesn't matter. Like so. But yeah, you can control the area and the space where you want the trains. So sometimes, you know, when you've got terminus stations, what I found with Transport Fever 2, you build these lovely terminus stations, but the trains, because they're shorter than the overall length of the platform, they don't go all the way in. You know, when you want your trains to use the covered area most, so they don't go all the way back. So I guess with the freestyle way of doing it is you could make sure the train goes as close as you want to the bumper, rather than sort of more this end, I guess, you know. If you don't like the way you've done that, by the way, you can just do that and it will revert back to normal, like I've done there, and it's deleted my bit of track again. But yeah, you can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this the way I wanted it. So I'm going to have this all the way here, and then let's back it off a little bit, shall we? Just a little bit there, just to force the train and join to go all the way back. And then we'll do the same with this one, and I need to reconnect that. I hate that it does that. Here and all the way back into here, please, and join. Right, and then we need to fix where it's going to break the circuits of the track here. Why you did that, I will never know. Right, see if we can grab that. Just connect. Oh, please don't make me delete that little bit. You nightmare. Oh, it's wound that right back there, isn't it? That's all right. It should still be straight. If it's not, then the game's just cheating me. There we go. Okay. So, Hammersmith station has some... It's the entrances is all back here, but my problem is the only thing with these like freestyle station platforms is they don't have any terminus options. So I'm going to sneak in our entrance about here, and then I'm just going to sort of put a retaining wall up this side. I might even put some building or something, but I'll have a look at that. You know, maybe in the detail option. And then we've got some buildings here, and this siding needs to be this also needs to be a. This needs to be a separate siding. Actually, let's do that now. I'm sorry. I'm babbling on. Error. C. Do we have a really, really, really thin? Yes. 2.5. And I just want this. And we'll have this. We'll have this side as a little. Ooh. What's that about? Just about there. And that's our siding piece. And we won't connect this. Basically, it's a turn back so they can get into the services, I'm assuming. And here and here, and do not join. And it should create its own one. Yeah, new station. There we go. The only thing is, I wish it didn't have all this detailing on it, but it really doesn't matter. It's just I'm just going to use it as a turn back to get them. So that I'm assuming what would happen is the trains want to use this area is they come in, go in there, come out, go in there, and then back, vice versa. Which is pretty cool. So let's have a look at our station. So it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple sort of station. So what we're going to have is it's got stairs right at the end of the platform. The only thing, as you've probably noticed, is the only thing we're messing about with these is you end up with, like, if your platforms aren't exactly level, you end up with a wonky staircase. So if we go to our up and down, and I'll show you what I mean, we're going to end up with a slightly offset staircase here, which I'm going to be irritated about, but we'll put it in for sake now, and I might redo this platform and extend it out off camera. I'm just giving you an idea. So the stairs at the end of this, and we do have a biggish building here, but we don't have that because that's not where our entrance is going to be. So what I'm going to do is, passengers to road, is I'm going to add, because it's on road level by the time it gets here. So let's have a look. Maybe we use an ornate station here, right on the end, as far back as we can go. And then what I'm going to do is, because this platform's obviously normally terminus platform, I'm not sure if I can passenger extensions. No, it's a shame you can't extend this way. Actually, let me just try something while you're here, guys. Let me delete this, and let me see if I can. No, you can't. See, maybe. Well, I'm going to add a little bit of extension to that anyway. It's a shame you can't add this way. You know. Like just block that out. That'd be nice. Right. So what we'll do it this way. Ornate on the end there. What I'm going to do is I might put a building here, some sort of asset building, some sort of London-based sort of asset building, and a retaining wall just in front of that, just to block that off a little bit. And then what we've got sort of basic sort of covering. So we've got deco. So what I'm going to use a brick. We use a brick wall here. Again, I'm going to have to put a retaining wall in there. It's a shame this doesn't go vertical. We have brick wall all the way to the end. And then this side is pretty open. Then we have retaining wall around this piece here. So we'll have a retaining wall all the way through here. So we don't need to put anything on the end there. And all we need now is some sort of roof. It's a white concrete platform roof with tendons. Concrete platform roof plain. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll go with the concrete platform roof plain. Again, see, the extensions just don't do enough for me. And these go all the way up to the stairs. Also wanted to put some subterranean stairs, didn't I? At the back here. Passengers up and down. I wanted to put some, because otherwise they're going to be walking all the way down the platform to get to these platforms. Nice. We're going to rename that Hammersmith. And somebody hasn't turned off his origin, so we're getting pop-ups of people playing games. We're going to put this as Hammersmith Sidings. And what we'll do is, while I'm here, is I'm going to put the road in. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do some sort of fancy. Right, let's level this out a little bit. So I want to get the base road in, because then what we might do, depending on how much this grows, we might plop in a tiny town here. Let's just level this off a little bit. Nice. But I want to put my retaining walls in all around the depot and etc. first before we kick that off. Because otherwise the town will just grow all over it, basically. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. So, but we are going to put sort of some roads. We've got a bus stop. We ain't going to get the bus stop in because it's too far. It's off the map. Or maybe we might be able to slide. Should we slide the bus stop in? Should I do it like my own version? Because I think a bus stop, a big bus terminus. There is a big Hammersmith bus terminus here. Yeah, why not? Okay. Let's see. We've got normal roads here, please. I want to keep, don't want a bus lane. And I think what I'm going to do is, as long as this is some sort of connection, there we go, to this, like so. Is this a one-way? Is that loop around the underground station, is that a one-way? It is. Okay. Let's get that in. It's 4-lane one way. Wow. We're going to do 3 because we don't have 4. So it goes here. Here. We're just going to do a nice square level, please. All right. Big. Strong. We are right on the edge of the map now, huh? Oh, that's not worked out too well, has it? Sometimes I find the best option is just to overextend these and then just plop that in, and then you can delete that after. There we go. And our bus terminal is inside this square here. What bus terminals have we got? Buildings, passengers. Oh, oh. What? How many? It's quite a few. Oh, what's this? Greyhound bus station. That's poo. What's that? Oh, that's pretty good. It's got 2 ways in and out though. What's this? I don't like the wiggliness of that. That's the only thing. The wiggliness. These are trams. Oh, maybe. Can we slide that in? It's just a representation. It's kind of on this. But where's Hammersmith Station gone? That's the top corner. But yeah, it's kind of on this corner. Nice. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, right, okay. So let's add a couple more bus terminals onto that. I reckon. Too much curvature. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? So reckon I could put that in there. And then if I did some... Is that going to be the right way around? That's what I need to check as well, actually. So once we put our... Ugh. It's just a little bit too big, isn't it? It's just a little bit too small, sorry. Let's make this a bit bigger here. Let's make this a bit wider. And straighter. Why can't I build straight? I mean, nothing's perfect anyway. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Doesn't really matter. Nothing's perfect. Right. Let's see if we can sneak this bad boy in now. And are we the right side of the road? Do we need to spin this around? Hold on. Yeah, that's better. Right, if we... It's a shame I can't get that in there. Is there one the other way around? No. Well, that's a shame that doesn't go that way. That goes right in there. Oh, actually, hold on. Too much curve. Right. I think I spent more time on a bus terminal. There we go. I think I spent more time... I need to check which way around these buses are. I think I've spent more time on a bus terminal than I did on the whole of the Hammersmith station. Hey, lovely. Just get a nice wrap, that's all. That's all I wanted to check. And this is called Hammersmith Bus Station. Hammersmith bus station. Why have I done cap? Oh, let's do a capital on every single word. There we go. Okay. And then I'm assuming here seems to be like a little entrance to the underground, but we're not going to get that in. So what we'll do is we will just leave that like that for now. Oh, I need to add this road back in, don't I? That's connecting to the station, because what I was thinking of doing is, there we go, is I'm going to put some sort of asphalt down there. Maybe I leave space just to block this out and put a building in. And then we have a road that literally goes 4-lane. Literally goes out here. And probably would be well served to just go all the way into there. Lovely. And then you can just bend off that way actually a little bit more. Bend. Nice. Smooth. I'm quite happy with that. We might as well extend the train service. Right, what we need to... Actually, let me put some signals in first. Because what I might do is I might have these pause here for a little while. So we've already got, like, the distancing for them is already in place. These. Distancing is already in place for them. Let me just put a signal there. I believe... Let me have a look. What's this called? Hammersmith City Line. I did name it that. Timetable. H. No, we didn't. We didn't put anything on. So at Paddington, we're gonna give you an unbunch of 3 minutes, so the trains stay 3 minutes apart. If basically what will happen is with this mod, if the train's within 3 minutes, by the time it gets to the station, it will just stop there for a little while and wait until the train in front of it is 3 minutes ahead. So that's that. But what I also want to incorporate is I want to incorporate some stopping time at Hammersmith. In fact, I want to use some some of these. So what I might do is because the circle line comes down here as well every now and then, so I might split the services. So I might have a couple of circle line trains because we won't have the circle line. I might add some different services just to make use of all these and the platform itself. But first of all, let's just get you in. So we're at Wood Lane. Add station here. And I want you to use all 3 platforms if available. And I also want you to sit for 3 minutes. And I want you to use this one. And I want you to sit. I don't want you to... Actually, Hammersmith, I don't want you to sit. I don't want you to sit there. I want you to unload, not load. And then into this siding, I want you to... sit for... Let's have a look. 5 minutes, should we say? Sit and have a rest in there for 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes 20, that'll do. And then we need to go back into here. Use whatever platform you wish, sir. And I want you to sit here for 3 minutes. And then... Have I done my signals the wrong way around? No, they're good. I need to go back that way. Why isn't that working? Oh, that's because... I know why. It's all right. I know why. Because when it drops off, it can't use all the platforms. And it has to be platform 2 to use the sidings. Then that's okay there. And it needs to... then it needs to come in here. No, it doesn't have to. No, it doesn't, because it's in that one. It doesn't have to do that. Ah, it can't use... Okay, I see. I see the problem here. It can't use all those because it won't... Because it can't use these because of this, the way this switch is set up. So how do we mess around with this? Not unless we only use the circle line, only uses those side-ins, because I don't want it traveling. The only other way it can do it is if it travels miles. But I don't want it doing that. I really don't want it doing that. Okay, for now, I'm going to have a rethink of this. I might restructure this so it can get this. I'm not sure. If not, we'll leave it like that for now. So we're going to remove... What we're going to do here, we're going to remove this. We're going to remove this. We're going to load and unload here. And you're going to sit for 3 minutes, 350. And you're going to use all available platforms to you. Okay. That is fine. I'm going to have... Maybe I'll use the circle line. May sort of use this platform. Actually, I want to miss... Oh, actually, sorry. Messing around. I want to change this. I don't want you to use platform 2 by default. I want you to use platform 1 and then 2 as an optional. Because I want the circle line option to use this one because they're going to use all the side-ins and everything. How many trains are on this line? Just 2. Can we add another couple? Should we double that up? There we go. Let's double that up. Get some more trains on the go. Where do they spawn from? Anybody know? I have no idea where I'm spawning these trains in. I have no idea where those trains spawned in. Oh, all the way down here. Oh, so what I did here is the old, you know, there's an old, you know, station at King's Cross. I forgot I did this. I was messing about with having some open cutting stations with the freestyle station platform, using retaining wall on the outside of it just to mess around with it. Obviously, I think these platforms, I know that the circle line just bypasses this, and then this is, I can't remember what line it is, but I know it comes up underneath. I think it comes up underneath King's Cross somewhere here. I think this is a train I used to get from my gran's years ago. From she used to live in Leagrave, and I think we used to get off underneath King's Cross. But I was just messing about, and I thought, oh, I'll add this because, you know, the open cutting option. Obviously, it's no longer in use because the train stopped up here now, and then the circle line stops here. I just wanted to mess about with it, so I thought I'd play with it just to see, even if I could get the look of an old abandoned station and maybe get some covering on part of this, because there's some sort of like gridded sort of covering as well. This train's going to be waiting ages to get out of here, isn't it? Is it even... Oh, we're paused. That's why it's not going anywhere. There we go. Anyway, that's what that was, and that's where those trains spawned in. So anyway, Hammersmith Station, kinda. So what I'm going to do is then, is we will do I'll do a time lapse. I might start from near sort of Paddington area, make my way down to here. We'll see how we go, see how long it takes me. I'll record every step of the way, and then I'll edit in and see what's worth you guys seeing with me doing it. Anyway, Hammersmith Station with loads and loads of sidings. I should have built a train depot here, shouldn't I? That would have been nicer for these, because they could have come onto here and joined the track. That's what I should have done. That's where I should have spawned those trains from there. That would have been nice, because we could have watched one leave. But we've got a while a bit until a train does come down here. Anyway, Hammersmith sidings, a little bit of a train depot. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Oh, and a bus stop. I forgot about that one. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's kind of short but sweet, but hopefully I'll get some more detailing in. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the likes and the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you? Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.